Okay, so first snow trainer is the double battle against Sharon and Nolan. My team plan for this is Pyroar, Togi, low kicks. I need my low kicks. My yeah, okay, then my party low kicks and Hitmonlee. I don't need any more mons besides those four. So I have to pre-damage Pyroar to 121 and low kicks to 57. Alright. And I want charcoal on Pyroar, no item on Togi, silver powder on low kicks, and black belt on Lee. Okay. And I also need to teach one move. I need to teach Pounce to low kicks. Since I can teach Exeter to this, I'm just going to get rid of Lunge for now. It doesn't really make enough of a difference because the attack lowering on low with Lunge does barely, basically just never matters. Okay. So that's everything. Just to double check the slotting, yeah, it's Arcazol slot 1, Rhyme slot 2. Okay, I didn't have my repel on, good thing I noticed that. I'm gonna double check that I have the pre-damaging on. Pyro correct. Yeah, I do, okay. So similar situation to similar strat that we did last time. This entire red's under permanent snow as well. Overheat, Arcazult, fake out Arcazult. Mr. Rhyme will fake out my Togi. The only kill is seen on Pyroar, never see kill on Togi, so it will just be diagonal targeting. And since Rhyme sees no kills on Togi, it's always going for fake out. Jinx come out same situation in terms of targeting. Jinx only sees kill on Pyroar with Psychic, and neither sees on Togi, so I can just diagonal switch to low kicks on the Psychic and go to Hitmonlee on the Shadow Ball from Rhyme, which that's what it's going to be going for because it's highest damage on Togi. It's not going for Psy Shock. F drop is fine. First impression killed Jinx. Fake out Rhyme. We are in swarm range, though the swarm is technically overkill for the Jinx. I need it for what I'm gonna do after, so yeah. Fake out Rhyme. So this rhyme has a Slack berry, which was a problem to play around because I could potentially proc it, and then Hitmonlee would be slower and just die to it, or low kicks would die, would be like random targets. To play around that, I have Swarm boosted Pounce, which at less close combat always kills Rhyme, and since Pounce lowers its speed, that means that it will cancel out the Slack Berry if it ends up putting it into range. I think it will do with crit. It might be some high rolls from this range too, but either way, it's fine either way. Plus close combat, it does a bit more damage than low kick. I think that's Slack range. Yeah. When the Excalibur comes out. Hitmonlee with Black Belt, we barely outspeed it. In Black Belt, low kick is a very likely range to kill. To get that small bit of extra damage, to make sure it kills, I just throat chop the Excalibur. I'm gonna teach X's back to low kicks before I forget to. I don't need to leave. So that's one for Pyroar, one for low kicks, and two for Hitmonlee. Okay, so next up is Roy. For this one, I want Torkoal, Sinistra, Samurott, where's my Samu? Belly. Yeah, Belly Bolt. Barraskewda, which it's not in my party. Okay, here. And Tapu Koko. Alright. So no item on Torkoal. Miracle Seed on Sinistra. Lagging Tail on Samurott. Citrus on Belly Bolt. Mystic Water on just get the juice on Tapu Koko and Mystic Water on Barraskewda. I also need to pre-damage Skewda to 138. Okay, and I also need to pre-burn Samurott. Okay. That should be everything, yeah. No moves I have to teach. Where's my Sinistcha? I'll double check something. So Weavile just gonna... It doesn't do too much to me, it's just gonna knock off me twice and I can kill with 2 overheats. We have no item to make sure that knockoff does as little damage as it can. We are actually, because of pressure, gonna almost run out of overheat PP, but I mean, that doesn't make a difference. I also want to take 2 knockouts, so good thing that overheat can't burn. The 2 knockouts will make sure that we always get put into a Azumarill liquidation range. And obviously it's faster because it's Torkoal. Go into Sinistcha on the liquidation because we show fast kill to it with Leaf Storm. That means that Azumarill's just gonna start spamming Aqua Jet, which gives me I can Giga Drain up, heal up a bit. Okay, so this is gonna bait in Dugong. Normally we would show fast kill to this Dugong, but because it has Quick Claw, it actually has fast kill on us. So it's gonna Blizzard me. I go into Burn Samurott. The reason why I have Wagging Tail is that Samurott speed ties this Dugong, and I need to be slower than this. The reason might be pretty obvious. Samurott does not take too much damage from this Dugong. So we can get the chance to knock off and flip turn. We would have never died to 3 hits plus burn damage, and it can't crit us because it can't crit us because we're shell armor. Go back into Sinistcha now that his Quick Claw is gone. We can kill this with Leaf Storm without worrying. This wouldn't have been faster unless without the plus speed nature that my Sinistcha has, which is pretty fortunate. Ninetales is the next thing that sees fast kill. It's going to be going for Heat Wave or Weather Ball. I'm actually out of Weather Ball range. I think it could have ended up in Weather Ball depending on how the Azumarill matchup went in terms of crits and defense drops and stuff, but it wouldn't have mattered either way. It won't set up because it sees kill. Belly will contain this pretty well. It will never get put into range of anything with Electromorphosis. Luckily, Electromorphosis boosted Thunderbolt does not show kill to this Ninetales, and since it doesn't see kill on me, that means that it's always going to be clicking Nasty Plot. So I can use this opportunity to slow Volt Switch out. go into Barraskewda. We can kill with Liquidation. And last up is Cramorant. He's pre-damaged so that I'm in Air Slash range. So it gives me a free switch into Tapu Koko, who can just kill this with Thunderbolt. Okay. That was pretty easy. The Sinistcha was really good for this fight. Okay, so that's 1 for Torkoal, 2 for Sinistcha. One for Skewda, which is Skewda's first. It is a very new mon, so yeah. And 1 for Koko. Alright, so next up is Tanya. So for this one, I'm going to be bringing Barraskewda again. Actually, shouldn't have gotten rid of the Mystic Water, but whatever. Staraptor. Which I think I moved that to box 2. Revavroom. Houndoom. Wait, I didn't put Revavroom in. Let's do that now. Togi, and Hitmonlee. Alright, so want Mystic Water on Skewda. Just want to double check something. Okay, Citrus on Raptor. And Poison Barb on Revavroom. Is it Lemon Hound? Yep, it is Lemon Houndoom. Citrus on Togi and Black Belt on Lee. Okay, no pre-damaging I need to, but I do need to pre-poison Togi, and I need to teach Poison Jab to Revavroom. Wait, hold up. I just noticed something. I I I thought that Blossom would come in after Barraskewda kills Typhlosion, but it's actually Lapras that comes in for Thunderbolt. Okay, that's a bit. Okay, I gotta rethink this. Okay. Good thing I didn't. At least I didn't make any permanent decisions. Like I'm done. I mean, I taught Rubber and Poison Jab, but I can just. But like I just can reteach. That was I got rid of it. You can just reteach whenever I feel like. Um. Okay. I mean, Thunderbolt isn't bad to get. It is a good, ideal move for Togi to switch it on. But once Hitmonlee kills the Lapras, I am getting. If I'm being psychic, I can like make this work still. But I think I might potentially get um Sludge Bomb. Yeah, I definitely can. I wouldn't get it would if I was to. I have one potential idea. Would this potentially work? So if I go with Belly Bolt, Thunderbolt into Blizzard crit actually never kills me. That's impressive. So I could slow Volt Switch, go into Lee. I'm at full HP. I could even pre-damage to make sure I'm dead to Psychic. Um, yeah. And then go into Houndoom, same means of beating this, and then Blossom comes in, which will never Quiver Dance because it sees that I have a 2K, like kill it with Overheat, and I could just go to Ceruledge then and kill it with Flare Blitz. So this one's actually even better than my previous one. That's kind of funny. Okay. Um. Oh wait, I could even just chain kill this with Houndoom. Why am I not just doing that? Yeah, that makes it a lot easier. Okay, and I'll bring it anyway, just in case. Okay, so Hitmonlee's slow roll range is 146. Just to like make absolutely sure I have this right this time. Thunderbolts. Neither a faster or slower, just barely doesn't see kill with Sludge Bomb and Psychic. So, Mystic Water Liquidation from Secuda always kills this Typhlosion. Should be baiting. This is going to be in Lapras Thunderbolt. Slow kill. Just very luckily, slow row just barely doesn't see kill with Sludge Bomb and Psychic, which would be really awkward to play around if I got that. But yeah. Billy takes Thunderbolt crit into Blizzard crit. Thunderbolt does like no damage. We have a Spirit Berry for freeze. There it is. I think I was a bit worried that I somehow didn't equip the Spirit Berry. I guess that could have killed with crit, but I would have just, but going to Hitmonlee would have just done the same. Low kick kill. And this is going to bait in Slowbro. Psychic kill. You go to Houndoom on the Psychic, which we're immune to. Dark Pulse. It's gonna Sludge Bomb. And Sucker Punch for the kill, which bypasses Quick Claw. It won't slack off because it sees that I do more damage to it than it heals, plus the HP it's at. And I think it also saw kill with Sludge Bomb anyway. Actually, it didn't, but it wouldn't have slacked off anyway. And Blossom last, which just dies to Overheat. Yep. Okay, so that's one for Scuda, two for Doom, and one for, which brings Houndoom up to 31, damn, and one for Hitmonlee. Okay, next up is Delcan, who, for this fight, I'm going to be bringing Cerulege, which I have in my party already. Flygon. Espeon. Where's my Espeon? Oh, there, okay. Houndoom, which is, yeah, already in my party. Tyranitar and Tapu Koko. Okay, so there's a few things I have to set up for this. Let's first start with items. I need to have Charty Berry on Ceruledge, Citrus on Flyer, which is mostly just a backup that shouldn't come into play, Twisted Spoon on Espeon, Citrus on Doom, Zoom Lens on T-Tar, and Lum on Coco. So I need to first, there's going to be using one of my serious mints. Espeon is currently Impish Nature, and I'm finally going to be getting rid of this. I'm kind of surprised I haven't gotten rid of this sooner, to be honest. We're kind of low on serious mints, but I have to do this. I mean, unless I want to, like, comment, I'm not. I think I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to serious mint. Alright. And I need to poke a rider out because I have to go to Terra Island. Yeah, we're going to be teaching Terra Blast for reasons outside of terrestrialization, which I guess I've heard can happen at some points if you have like one of the 8 mon abilities like Togekiss, Sylveon in some cases, Gardevoir, what else? Anyway, just get rid of Thief. And I also need to pre-poison Tyranitar. And I need to teach one more move, which is a Shockwave to Coco. I'll get rid of Thunder for that. I wanted to double check this to make sure that this actually kills. That's not Houndoom. Yeah, okay. Let me double check everything. Serious on Espeon. Zero Blast. Cherry Berry. This fight is the one that has the Snow Cloak Articuno, so I might find a way to play around that. So first up is this Frostmoth. I believe this is Quick Claw Frostmoth. It has a Roar Veil. If it were to Quick Claw, we'll just set up a Roar Veil, which is fine. Doesn't make a difference. I'll just have to do a bit more stalling. Flare Blitz always kills even if it sets up a Roar Veil. So yeah, and then the recoil damages that I'm taking from Flare Blitz is also important. Okay, did get the Quick Claw, that's fine. So this is going to bait in Fast Kill Primate. The Charty Berry was very important because that means that it's only going to be seeing kill with Earthquake and not Stone Edge, which means I get the perfect opportunity to stall it to stall out a Roar Veil by pivoting between Flygon and Ceruledge. Flygon then into Earthquake, Ceruledge then into Cross Chop, which is what it's going for on Flygon. Get the Aurora Veil wears off. I need to pivot for Flygon again because I want to get Cross Chop from this. Alright. And go into Espeon on the Cross Chop. Serious Mint was so... with just barely with the Serious Mint, makes it so that Espeon will outspeed and kill this Private with Psychic, plus the Twisted Spoon damage. I need the Serious Mint to get this kill. So this will be Armor Rouge for either slow kill or out damage. Always going for Flamethrower, which gives us a, well, not technically 3. Technically this is actually the worst move for 100% switching on, but it works fine. What I have planned. So this Armor Rouge is a bit tricky to play around because it has a weak armor and as well as weakness policy. The way I've found to do that is I Terra Blast first. That's a special move, so it won't proc weak armor, and it will deal enough damage so that Dark Pulse can kill after. We are also faster. Nice animation. And now we kill with Dark Pulse. I couldn't have done like Dark Pulse into Sucker Punch because Dark Pulse would have proc weak armor first before it attacked, which, because I am faster. I guess maybe I could have gone Lagging Tail. I didn't think about that, but I mean, this works fine. The Articuno comes out just last mod, and it's always going to be going for Air Slash, which is exactly what I want to switch into Tyranitar. Technically, Extra Sensory would be more ideal, but Air Slash works. So Tyranitar has Zoom Winds to make sure that we always can hit this through its Snow Cloak, and Freeze Dry is it's going to be going for Freeze Dry unless it's actually not U-turn, surprisingly enough, but that would have been fine too because it is last mon. And then it never kills us with Air Slash crit into Freeze Dry crit plus poison damage. We can get a Rock Slide off. This isn't actually a very good range to kill. Surprisingly enough, Snow is reducing quite a bit of the damage, but it will do enough that that if it doesn't kill, I can go into Shockwave Tapu Koko to finish it off, and Repoison to prevent freeze. Okay, that's fine. We just have to go to Koko to finish it off. We can take Freeze Dry crit and we have the Lum in case of freeze. Okay, so that's One for Ceruledge. One for Houndoom. One for Espeon, and one for Coco. Which brings Coco up to 10. Alright, so next up is Spencer. So I want Ceruledge lead again. Belly Bolt. Drapion. Torkoal. I think, yeah. Where is my, there it is. Torkoal, Togi, and Pyroar. Alright. So, no item on Ceruledge, Rost on both Belly Bolt and Drapion. Citrus on Torkoal. Juice on Togi. And Charty Berry on, and we're using Charty Berry again on Pyroar. We are actually going to be using Charty Berry quite a bit in this route, which is interesting. Alright. Alright, do I need to do anything else? Nope, that's it. Okay. So Alakazam lead. It doesn't have a show a kill on anything unless we do with physical moves. I mean, we're actually just a physical attacker, so it's always going to set up Reflect turn 1. We can double Shadow Sneak to take this out. Reflect is fine. Yeah, we're only using special attackers after this, so I don't care if that gets set up. Technically, we are technically using our physical attackers, but we aren't actually going to be clicking attacking moves with them, so functionally we are just using special attackers. Yeah, this always brings in Charizard, because it's the first thing that outspeeds and out damages me. We'll go into Belly Bolt on the Air Slash. Double activate Electromorphosis. And we're gonna Volt Switch out. This could potentially Focus Band. If it does though, I have a backup to handle to account for that. If not, I'll just go straight into Torkoal. We take Air Slash crit into Flamethrower crit always. Okay, it didn't Focus Band. If it Focus Banded, we would just go to Drapion, who can always take Flamethrower even in Blaze range, which I was kind of surprised by that one. And I can Toxic, which that will kill it in Breakthrough Focus Band, because Focus Band doesn't block against residual damage. So now I'm just going to go straight into Torkoal. This should be getting Spray Bait and Scolipede, because I out-damage both Mons. So it's going to go for the first Mon that's faster, which is, well, obviously both Mons are faster because it's Torkoal, but it goes to Scolipede first. So I guess you can just get a free kill on this with Overheat. This is what I wanted to use to kill Scolipede anyway, so works out there. Flexcon, not that it really matters, but Sand Slash comes in, it's going for Rock Slide always, so I need to pivot for Togi to get Icicle Crash from this. Go into Pyro on that. With the Chardy Berry that I have on Pyro, it's always going to see the highest damage as being Flying Gem Aerial Ace, and Icicle Crash crit plus Flying Gem Aerial Ace crit never kills Pyroar, so we can just overheat here. And that will kill. Okay. So that's, in terms of frags, is one for Cerulege, one for Belly Bolt, one for Torkoal, which brings Torkoal up to 20, and one for Pyroar. Okay, so next up is Grace. This one was a bit of a tricky one to figure out a plan for, but I managed to find a way. So low kicks. Seismitoad, which is, this doesn't belong here. Raptor. Seismitoad. Tyranitar. Sableye. And pulling a cut for you guys out of box 2. And Tapu Koko. Okay, so I need to pre-damage Samurott to 123 HP. I just want to make sure real quick that is actually correct. Yep, it is. Okay. And low kicks needs to be pre-damaged to 173. Alright, so for items, I want Mystic Water on Samurott, Silver Powder on low kicks, Citrus on Cytotoad. Let me first actually do Hardstone on Tyranitar. Pecha on Coco and Juice on Sableye. Okay. I'm also going to level Sableye up. Okay. Anything else I need to do? Nope, that's it. So Samurai, this pre-damaging is very precise. The first thing to mention is that I did actually have a pretty amazing lead for the Samurai swing specifically, and Hitmonlee fake out into low kick always killed. But that baits an Weavile Icicle Crash, which my box is not capable of handling. So I set up this lead for this reason to bait, so that I would start off with this. First of all, Mammoth doesn't see a kill, so it will always click Stealth Rocks turn one. And I can serve into Aqua Jet to get around Sash, and Samurai will, most importantly, at this HPI pre-damage 2, always bait in Fast Kill, Weavile, Throat Chop. Scrafty won't come in because I'm faster than that. Aqua Jet. So Weavile always comes in for Throat Chop. With this pre-damage on low kicks, Stealth Rock plus Throat Chop Mineral should always put it into Swarm range, this is very important. I've gotten right, otherwise we're in trouble. Oh, that's definitely Swarm range. And we wouldn't have ever died to crit Throat Chop as well. Okay, so first impression kill. That's also banded Weave, although in this case it doesn't actually matter. Other than the fact that it does a lot of damage. but yeah. Cinderace comes out for a bunch of random move kills. We need to reposition. To do that, we're going to go into Cyanotoad, which can take any crit, and it'll always bait exactly Acrobatics afterwards, which is important. I wish I could go directly to Tyranitar, but I can't get burned on Tyranitar. Since I show kill to it with Wave Crash, it will never set up a bulk up, so I can go into Tyranitar safely. And same thing, we show kill with Hardstone Rock Slide, so it won't set up, and I can just... Why did it Blaze Kick there? Is that really highest damage? I thought that was Acrobatics. Oh wait, that's with Flying Gem. Okay. Okay, that could have gone a bit worse, but it shouldn't have been too bad because Burn Tyranitar does still two-shot this. Scrafty comes out, always going for close combat. Go into Sableye on that. We always take Payback and we can knock off its Focus Band. Payback's only boosted because it's faster than me, which is why it does so little. And I can go to Coco on the Payback. Rare chance of Poison Jab, but Coco can take that too somehow. And we're Pecha in case of Poison. After Rocks, obviously. And the Luring Voice kill. Okay, So next up is Jenny. Let me first do the frag though. So it's one for Samu, one for Coco, one for low kicks, and one for Tyranitar. Okay, which Tyranitar is now at 5? Looks like it's been a while. Okay, so I'm gonna be bringing to this fight Togi, which, yeah, it's over here. So Togi, Flamigo, which is okay, another box tour. Which all my calcs are with level 64. It's actually important to be at level 64 for what I have. Flamigo, Pyroar, Sinistra, Ampharos, and Slowking. Which, yeah, Ampharos is also in box 2. Alright. So I want to pre-damage Togi to 118, which I'm going to make sure that's correct. Wait, who has the focus band? Oh, it's Glalie, yeah. Okay, that's Where is my Togi? There, okay. Yeah, 118 is correct. Okay, and that's it, except for items. Metal Coat on Togi. Yachi Berry on Flamigo. That's not Yachi, that's Reno. Oh, there's Yachi. Okay, Charcoal on Pyroar. Miracle Seed on Sinistra. And Lum on both Ampharos and Slowking. I am gonna actually level up Ampharos though. Okay. So Grimmsnarl lead. Fake out into middle code always kills him or pre-damage to make sure that it's always going to, it's never going to screens because it sees kill with false surrender. That's the move it sees kill with, yeah. Fake out into Iron Head. Fake out both Chipset and Break Sash and Iron Head kills. And this is going to be Glalie for exactly Earthquake. Doesn't see kill if any other moves. I mean, I thought it might be Explosion, but even if it did, I wouldn't go for that because Explosion is a negative effect. I go into Flamigo on the Earthquake, who's immune because it's Flying type. And because I have the Yachi Berry on, Icicle Crash, it doesn't see a kill with Icicle Crash, which means that the only kill it sees is with Explosion, which means it's always going to be going for that, and we can detect the Explosion. And Tankaton comes in for exactly play rough. We go into Pyro on that, who can always, yay, another one of these. Alright, banned. And we can always kill a Charcoal Overheat. This one we're faster than because it's not plus speed. Tinkaton also never saw kill with Stone Edge, and High Crit Eye wouldn't have mattered because that only happens. I mean, Stone Edge Crit doesn't even kill anyway. It doesn't see kill with Ice Hammer, though. Pyro could have taken that, and also that's negative effect too, so it's not wouldn't have clicked that. So Primarina comes out first, slow kill Primarina, Sparkling Aria. I never would have gotten to put range of Flip Turn, so it's always going to be clicking Sparkling Aria. I go into Sinistra on that. With Miracle Seed, we can kill this with Leaf Storm. And Sinistra's so strong. It's like, and mine's not even that good special attack. It's got only 7 IVs. So Gorbis comes out, going for kill with Blizzard. I could have ended up in Psychic kill range too. Ampharos is just barely faster than this Gorbis, which means I can use this to Volt Switch out and do some damage break Sash. Grit it too to get them to Sash even further, and Slow King can finish it off with Psychic. Like no damage to Slow King, and we always take 2 crits, and even if like Psychic Spadaf drops, which it could have gone for. The plus speed Ampharos actually coming in handy there, that's a bit funny. Alright, so that's 1 for Togi, 1 for Flamigo. Flamigo has not gotten one in a while. It's just been getting outclassed by other flying and fighting types. 1 for Sinistra, which brings it up to 10. 1 for Pyro, and 1 for Slow King, which is also Slow King's first. Okay, so this next up is this. I think this is the last trainer, and then there's 2 more. So for the next one, I want Houndoom, Fortress. Let's fix this up. Annihilate. Where is my Annihilate? There. Drapion. Pyroar. And Staraptor. So I need to teach two moves, two speed lowering moves. I need to teach a Mud Shot to Houndoom. This is the only one it can learn, which is kind of interesting. And Bulldoze to Pyroar. Can't learn Rock Tomb, but it can learn Bulldoze. And now for items. No item on Houndoom. I don't need one. Citruses on Fortress and Annihilate. Chesto on Drapion. And Pyroar. And Sharp Beak on I need a Sharp Beak on Raptor. Where is the Sharp Beak? There it is. Okay. So Rotom lead. Houndoom just kills this with Overheat. Just barely faster as well. This is going to be Surfetched. Gengar is faster, but it doesn't see kill. The first thing that sees kill is slow kill is Surfetch. We're also barely faster than the Kangaskhan in the back. This also is a Jetpack Surfetch, so to activate a Jetpack, we Mud Shot it, lower its speed, and that will activate a Jetpack. Scrabby doesn't protect it against that. And now this goes into Kangaskhan for the next slow kill. So I need to first get rid of the normal gem on this, so I'm going to pivot for Fortress. I want to look at something real quick. What move is it going for? I think it's either Hammer Arm or Crunch. No, it's going for Double Edge. That's okay, we can also take that off Annihilate. Now that the normal gem is gone. Wait, what? Wait, did... Oh wait, going for Hammer. Oh, I just was not paying attention. Oops, my bad there. Well, never punished. I would have killed this crit, but I didn't get punished there. Okay, just kill us at close combat. Since we're faster, the Surfetch is going to be in Gengar for first fast kill. It's not going for Sludge Wave. In the event it was going for Sludge Wave, I had which I have it. Drapion as a pivot to handle that. Okay, so we're gonna need to do a lot of stalling here. We're gonna need to stall this Gengar out of its attacking moves, more specifically Sludge Wave, to set up for what I need. So let's get the speed up on. Um, I didn't think about Hypnosis fully, but that's fine. I mean, Pyro getting put to sleep is not really that bad. I feel like I maybe should have pre-slept Fortress before. Whatever. It's not a huge deal. It's gonna run out of Sludge Waves before Shadow Balls because that has more PP. What's the PP situation like? Actually, it might not because of the. No, it might run out of Sludge Waves first. Okay, I really should have been more careful when it comes to this. It's gonna run out of Shadow Balls first because of this. I have a way of. I think I can handle this. I have an idea. It's getting close to being out of Shadow Balls. Two more left. Okay, this is something I'm gonna need to consider. It is out of Shadow Balls, right? Yeah, it is. I have a way of playing around this, though. First of all, I need to check it. Does Fortress 2 at KO the Surfetched? And the back. Like, the main thing is now that it's out of attack music. Okay, it doesn't. I need to be careful though because to prevent switching into Surf Edge. There's a good chance for it to switch here. If it doesn't, it should Destiny Bond. Okay, there we go. I can just take this out. That deals with that out of the way, so I just need to take out the... So I just need to take out the Gengar myself now. Into Fortress. I think I'm gonna full PP stall this out of all of its moves. That's so until it struggles now. That's I think the best play. I have Rapid Spin to do that. Hypnosis is gonna keep me asleep as well. Should be pretty easy then. Unless it keeps missing these hypnosises. As long as it still has Sludge Waves, I can't go into anything except for Fortress easily. It won't ever click Sludge Wave because that's like -20 and these statues are like 0. Until it like runs out of them. Oh, Destiny Bond's got one more left. Did it already use its last Destiny Bond? I may have just missed it. Okay, it did. It's got one Hypnosis left, and he's gonna start using Sludge Wave after. It's gonna start struggling soon. just doesn't like take any damage from this. I guess I could start heavy slamming now. Okay. That didn't go completely as planned, but it all worked out. It's perfectly fine. Okay. Okay, for frag, let's get that in. If I can do that. So that's one for Houndoom, one for Raptor, one for Annihilate, and one for Fortress. There's also Fortress first. So look at that. Okay, so last up is Isabella. So for this fight, I'm going to be bringing Weavile, Naganadel, Revavroom, Donphan, Eldegoss, and Torkoal. Alright. So I need to teach two moves. I need to first teach Brick Break to Weavile. We're gonna get rid of Icicle Spear. I did just teach this, but it's fine. Technically, Icicle Spear is a bit stronger than Icicle Crash. Never multi-boosted Icicle Crash with loaded dice, but Icicle Spear is far less flexible because you can't use other items. You have to use loaded dice with it. Because otherwise, Icicle Spear is way weaker than just even like Never Melt Ice Icicle Crush. So I think like overall it's less useful. And it's only a tiny bit stronger in theory, so that's like rarely gonna make a difference, especially since I like fake out on Weavile. It's like multi-hit moves aren't that amazing on it. And why is this struggling so much with that? And I want Iron Head on Revavroom. Okay, so for items, I want Chardy on Weavile. No item on Naganadel. Citrus on Revavroom. Figgy Berry on Donphan. And Citrus on Eldegoss and Torkoal. Okay. Just want to double check this. Where's my Weavile? There. Yeah, if Charlie Berry, Ice Beam's highest damage, not Ancient Power. Okay. So this Cryogonal's trying to set up a Roar Veil to deal with that. I've taught Brick Break to Weavile. It can attack over setting up a Roar Veil because I have Brick Break, but that's fine because I equip the Charty Berry. Ancient Power is not going to be highest damage. It's going to be Ice Beam, which Weavile can take okay. Fake Out first. Fake Out plus 2 Brick Breaks always kills, and if it sets up a Roar Veil, the next Brick Break will break it. No matter what, this would even if I got Maxwell Ice Beam crit or like no hit it not hit at all, which is this scenario, I was always baiting Coma O Drain Punch. I don't bait an Aerodactyl surprisingly enough because of the Charty Berry and the fact that since we're in snow, Weavile's physical defense is increased. So this Coma O does not have any Dragon type moves, which means that Naganadel actually walls it. Its set is Drain Punch, Poison Jab, and Thunder Punch, which all do nothing to me. Okay, they do actually a bit, but it doesn't do enough to threaten us. We always take 2 crits. This is Focus Sash, so we can't ever kill it in one turn, which I actually got a crit there, so I would have otherwise. And Drain Punch doesn't heal enough to prevent another Dragon Pulse from killing. And next up is, this should be baiting an Aerodactyl. Yeah. This Aerodactyl is female with Attract, so I'm using my own female Revavroom to deal with it. Which walls it is? Well, it's baiting, and it's baiting dual Wing Beat, not Rock Slide, so I don't need to worry about flinches. I can kill it with Spin Out. Depending on how much damage we take, the bait is going to be either Jolteon or Titan, but it's fine either way. I've accounted for both scenarios. I think this might be Titan, I'm not sure. No, this is the Jolteon line, that's fine though. So, Jolteon is always going to be going for Discharge Kill. It would have never put me into range of Weather Ball, even if Aerodactyl did like the most amount of damage it could have. So I can get a free switch with the Dawn Fan. Weather Ball is Ice type Weather Ball because we're in snow, so it does quite a bit, but we can always live because we have Sturdy. And Figgy Berry is necessary to heal us up enough for what we want. Weather Ball also can't freeze because that's just how it works. Figgy Berry also doesn't confuse us. Because of the Figgy Berry healing, when the Titan comes in, it only sees kill with Icicle Crash and not high horsepower. I'm not sure if it sees kill with Ice Shard or not. It might. It does, okay. It doesn't really matter though, it's only a slight difference in damage on Torkoal. Technically, I guess Ice Shard is better, but it's fine either way. Okay, Mounted Ice Shard. So, from what I understand, because my Torkoal doesn't show, the Belly Drum AI is kind of broken in this game. All that it checks for is if you kill it from full, like not based on speed or anything like that. So since my Torkoal doesn't kill with Overheat, it should Belly Drum Citrus Berry, but I do 80% minimum, so Belly Drum plus Citrus is not going to be enough to save it, so it should just Belly Drum and kill itself through that. If I'm wrong about how this works, I do have a potential backup to fix this, but okay, man. So yeah, that is just how it works. That's a really weird way of programming it. Oh, it wasn't Icicle Crash, it was Ice Spinner. Yeah, okay. Um, okay. So that's in terms of frags. Did I do frags for the previous one? Yeah, I did, because of the Fortress frag. So that's one for Weavile, one for Revavroom, one for Naganadel, which brings the 8 up to 20. Damn, okay. And one for Donphan, which brings it up to 10, and one for Torkoal. So that's all the trainers. Just use the Iron Ball over there. Let's head over to Moss Deep. So you have Trick Tutor and Rock Slide Tutor, which also gives us access to the coveted Various Move Tutor. Pick up the Psychic Seed there. Okay, so there are a few encounters to pick up. So first I'm going to start with Moss Deep City, which Moss Deep is a pretty obvious choice. The only encounter left I can get here, well, not the only left. I could technically fish, and there are some other stuff to get, but the only right choice is there's a guaranteed Fletchling, which I'm definitely going to pick up. This also will guarantee Lapras and Pacific Log, because I have Starly and Rowlet dupes. This is Moss Deep. Just keep running away. Everything else is besides Fletchling as a dupe. There it is. Alright, so now I'm going to go pick up 125. I need to find the grass here. Okay, here it is. There's also some citrus berries here. Pick that up while I'm here. So, this is just a bunch of pseudo-legendaries, hoping for something good. Most of the stuff I can get here is at least fairly good. I have Naganadel, which is like kind of in a similar boat, so I wouldn't be like, I'm not like too strapped for like getting a good one, but it would still be nice. Oh god damn, I always get this thing. Well, whatever. I'll just live with it. Alright, yeah. Alright, and last up is Shoal Cave. Which I think I might already be on the right spot that I want to get that encounter in. Yeah, that's correct. The spot's pretty nice for me. I got a lot of good dupes. I've got Sneasel dupe, Larvitar dupe, Revavroom dupe. So the options are Beldum, Sneasel, uh, Beldum, Meowth, Galar, Bergmite, Citadel, Zubat, and Noibat. I'd be happy with like basically any of those. Citadel would be slightly less ideal, but I'd live with it if I got it. That's a dupe. Okay, Beldum. That's not a bad pickup. I was looking for other steel types. That's why I mostly picked this floor. And another psychic type isn't bad either. Obviously, Metagross is just a good mon in general. So there isn't really anything else for me to get. I could pick up 120, 126, and 127, but I think I'm going to save those until after Underwater. I'm not totally sure yet if I want to go for Chinchou or not. Static Chinchou Underwater. There's no reason to pick them up right now. I'll just hold off on it. Um, let's just take a look at what we got. Fletchling, mild nature. That's actually really good because that will give me the guaranteed kill on Keegan's Iron Treads if I want to go that route. And I think that this special attack IV is actually too low for it, so it's actually a good thing I got that. Attack IV is not great though. That's more unfortunate, but oh well. Bagon, Adamant, that's good. IVs aren't the best though. Yeah. Alright. Bold is pretty bad. IVs aren't really that great either. I mean, it's still a Metagross. I'm sure it won't be bad, but so Metagross gets Psychic Fangs, but it can only get it by TM. Something I'll have to take into account. Um, what would be like Talonflame's last two moves? It would be like Quick Guard and Roost, yeah. I think I did that last time. Big on. I looked at this last time. It'd be like, yeah, it's like Protect and Protect Scary Face, Dragon Claw, Outrage. I like. Might probably want like. Yeah, I definitely would want four. No, I can. I can teach dual wing beat whenever I want. Do I want this? I don't think so. I mean, I guess I could have got rid of him, but I mean, like, it's almost guaranteed I'll use that at some point. Oh, wait a second. I don't have Meteor Mesh yet? Oh, it's not until level 74. Okay, well, in that case, I'll just teach Iron Head. Not the worst I've encountered, but not the best either. I mean, I was always gonna get Talonflame, but alright, so I need to move 2 Mons over to box 2. I'm not sure who I want to move over. That's Ampharos is definitely one at least. Low kicks I didn't realize was still here. I have to move something else. Fortress. You can head over. And I need one more. Oh wait, Staraptor's here. I didn't realize. Is there some other mon in box 2 that isn't supposed to be there? Oh, Slow King. Yeah, okay. Alright. Get these mons into the calc. And the frag sheet. Alright, so who's alive for me to raid?